have the idea. We just kind of put them in the wrong places. So the evidence is this. The reason is that. You see? And each time there's miles. It's the body. On top of the wall. And it will keep happening. That's what causes diffusion until ultimately everything fills the full space. I did have a little video simulation I wanted to show you on that, but we just didn't have time. Maybe I'll show you tomorrow. Well, yeah, I could actually. They're going to keep colliding and create energy by bouncing off one another until they ultimately do what? Fill the whole space allowed. They kind of are going diffusing from high to low until they kind of move all the way through and all around. Now, unlike the biograph simulation, the difference is the paths are going to remain pretty much the same. Every time you open the box, the molecule is going to go out and fill the whole container. But with the simulation you're doing,
What is Biograph about?
So Biograph is an NSF-funded program to teach biology to high school students and to help them learn it through something called complex systems thinking and using computer models and simulations of biological systems. And Ms. Forhan is one of 10 teachers involved in this project, and we're really excited to be working with you guys because she's really super with technology, and the lessons are built around these computer simulations and worksheets, and they're built based on the standards that the teachers are already using for MCAS and to teach science in the classroom. Yeah, I guess so for now. I guess that's enough. Okay.
How has mobile technology influenced your classroom practice?
We've been able to bring a lot of applications into the classroom. I research different applications. I look on different sites. We get information from people from ISTE and Verizon on different applications and different web tools to use. And this year we've really been able to place these applications and technology in our classroom in such a way that we're able to create different content, and we're able to engage the students, and we're able to assess the students in a way that we never really were before, and the students are so excited. The learning that's taking place is at another level. It's not just memorizing and knowing facts any longer, but it's really understanding and getting a deeper understanding of content and doing it in such a fun way that kids are actually motivated to come in and learn and use the different tools presented to them. One of the tools we're using today is Biograph. That's part of a program put together by MIT. You can see the kids in the back using it. There's a program where they use sort of gaming models or simulations, 3D type of simulations, where they're able to learn the content in biology using these different models, these complex system models. And they can manipulate and make different changes and look at the outcomes very, very quickly. Things that would take very long to see in a lab or naturally in nature, they can see very quickly by making changes on the computer and looking at outcomes. It's very exciting, and the kids really enjoy that and seem to really understand what they're learning from it.
How has it made you a better teacher?
It's made me a better teacher because it really has brought a great deal of excitement not only to my students but also to me. This is a second career for me. I was not a high school teacher initially. My background is I'm a registered dietitian, but I've been a high school teacher now for 12 years, and after teaching content over a certain amount of time, you kind of look for ways to grow as a person, as a teacher, as an educator, and to bring a new content and new tools to students, things they'll be working with in the future, and it really just generates a great deal of excitement. And let's face it, if you want your students to be excited and engaged, I think you really also have to be, because it helps to bring that into the classroom, and kids can really see when you're really enjoying something and presenting it, and they know, and they pick up on that, and everyone just kind of bounces off of each other, and we really learn from each other as well. You know, we presented a lot of new tools this year, but the kids were instrumental in probably teaching me as much as I'm teaching them about some of these tools. We've been using the Google applications here at the school. Everyone is on Google. They have a Google account, a Google education account, and we've been using that for a number of different things. Just today I had them create QR codes, learn how to do that using different content. What the kids will do is they'll group up and be given a certain amount of content, and they'll have to use Google Docs to create a document and come up with a URL, either through Google Docs or Google Presentation or Google Sites, and then they'll copy that URL with the content that they put in it, and they'll create a QR code. And what we're going to do, I spoke with a librarian today, and what she wants to do is actually hang up the QR codes around the library. So when people come into the library, they can use their smartphone and just go on and access the code with the QR reader app on their smartphone, and then they'll be able to pull the content right up on their phone and actually learn about what a student did, or a piece of content that was created by a group of students. So it's really exciting, and the collaboration that's taking place is at a whole new level. Our department gets together weekly, and we talk about best practices, and we talk about what works and what doesn't work, and new applications, and we're starting to share common practices. We're starting to share tools with each other, which is a real wonderful thing, and something that hasn't taken place really in a long time. So just the whole sharing and the whole collaboration that's taking place is wonderful. We just came back from a conference as a department, the AAAS conference in Boston, which was wonderful. We met with a number of scientists, and we went to a whole bunch of different workshops as a group of teachers, and we just learned so much, and so much that we can bring back to our classroom. We also meet with ISTE and Verizon monthly, and they give us ideas on using different tools and kind of keep us abreast of new things. So from a professional development standpoint, we really do work hard as a department to stay on top of things and bring the best and the newest things to our students, and the things that will ultimately help them learn content, because that's what it's all about.